evening, everyone, and welcome again to today's episode of The Doctor Show. I hope you're doing well, and I hope that you're staying healthy, as I always advise you to, and staying hydrated and doing your daily sports. So, today's episode is basically something that most of you, or some of you, might have, which is allergies. And generally, what are allergies and the types of allergies, and why do they actually happen, and what does it mean when someone is allergic? All right, so allergy is a very weird thing that happens in my body, which means right now, we talked about this before, and I'm gonna say it very quickly, that your body has white blood cells, which is an immune system, your immunity, your soldiers of your body, or the police that goes and patrol around your body to look for anything foreign and fight it. But sometimes, and they make antibodies to fight it, sometimes your body does not have something foreign. Your body has nothing. Your body, even if it has like a food or dust or anything, that's something usually your body does not react to. Like right now, if there is a dust over my hand, I'm not gonna react to it. If I eat strawberries, I'm not gonna react to it. If I drink milk or egg or all of that. Some people, their bodies react to normal things as if they are something to attack your body. So sometimes, usually, I would not get affected to anything normal, like general food, like peanuts and peanut butter and all of that. Some people, let's say I have an allergy to strawberries, my body thinks that strawberries are like a bacteria or a virus, they're trying to attack me. So your body does all the necessary precautions to fight the strawberry, to make antibodies, to fight it, to repel it from your body. So your immune systems act up very weird. So that's why it makes a red, a scratchy, itchiness in your skin, a swollen eye, tears, and all of that is your body's immune system that messed up a little bit and thought of something normal as it's something foreign. That's the basic idea of what allergy is. What is the cause and the reason for allergies? Honestly, until now, scientists did not know any reason why, did not know the precise reason why allergies happen, and did not know why does this happen. Sometimes it happens something called autoimmune disease as well. We don't know, like your body fights its own cells. But here, at least we can avoid it by not taking the certain food or something that causes this allergy. So we did not know the reason, the precise reason. But a lot of scientists say that it's actually is a lot affected by the genetics. So if your mom or dad have an allergy, like it's the normal genetic that we have allergies. But it's not necessarily, if your mom is allergic to shellfish, you're not necessarily having an allergy to shellfish. You might have an allergy against something else. So usually it is genetic. It is passed on by families. Genetics means it's passed on by families, which something you inherit or you take from someone else. So what are the types of actual allergy? The first type is something called seasonal allergy. What is seasonal allergy? It means it changes with the season. You know, it's a certain season you have, and you have this pure form of allergy, and then in the winter you might not have it. Usually in the spring and the autumn because of the change of the weather. So it's something called hay fever, which it mimics the cold and the flu symptoms. It's basically runny nose, runny eyes, like you have tears in the eyes, you cough a lot, you sneeze a lot. It's something very annoying, but the people who actually have it, they're very used to it and they know how to deal with it, usually with over-the-counter medicine. Usually it's actually very okay with them. They actually find the treatment very easily, and they go to a doctor, regular checkups to the doctor to make sure your drugs are fine, to make sure you're not overdosing any drug, to make sure the right time and way to take every drug possible. So the seasonal one is basically known. I'm sure some of your family and the circles around you have it because it's very common to have. What else? Food allergy. Food allergy is one of the other very common causes of allergy, like people allergic to certain types of food, like eggs, like milk, like all of that. And then when they eat this certain amount of food, their body has this rashes, this swollen eyes, patches all over, raised patches all over their body. Sometimes it's itchy, sometimes it's painful, and sometimes it causes to severe symptoms. The food allergy, usually we take antihistamines and few drugs. Sometimes it causes something very severe, which is our third type, which is the very, very dangerous one. It's called anaphylactic shock. All right, this shock happens when your body has super severe symptoms, like deadly ones, like your airways, you could get blocked. You have dizziness, you have lightheadedness, you might faint because of it, because all your airway might be blocked. There's swelling happens in your airway, so you will not be able to breathe in air or breathe out air, which is, from what I'm saying, obviously it's very dangerous. So if you have this or anyone around you have it, usually they have something called an EpiPen. EpiPen has a drug called epinephrine, which is an immediate solution to it. And then you have to 100% take them to a hospital, and they stay over a few hours to make sure they're fine. It's not deadly if you actually took the person to the hospital right away, but it could be very, very deadly if you did not do anything about it. It could actually lead to death. So please make sure to know. But it's very scary if you might have an allergy you don't know about. If you have allergies all the time when you don't know the cause and the reason, and you can't track it down. What could cause me that? I ate lunch and breakfast. I ate a lot of things. What specifically can cause me this allergy? Could be spices, could be a certain food, could be a certain type of food that could cause me the allergy. So what do? You go to a doctor, number one, and the doctor will sit down with you and try to talk to you one step at a time. Did you eat something new? Did you introduce something to your diet? Did you go somewhere you usually don't go? Do you use any drugs, any makeup products sometimes, any lotions or moisturizers that you've never used? And then we take anything new, because if you do something all the time, it's usually not the reason for your allergy. So we track down the few things that might have caused you the allergy, and then we put them on a side, and then we test them. The doctor does a few tests. Number one, it's a blood test. A blood test that does something called IgE, tracks something called IgE, immunoglobulin E, which is something in your immunity that's very specific to allergies, very specific to see if it's there. But this test, does it tell us, are we allergic to what exactly? Not really, but I'm sure it tells us that yes, we do have an allergy. Number two, it's a skin test or skin prick test. What does it mean? When we track down the things that we might have been allergic to, the doctor makes patches of skin and tries everything and injects a little bit of something that we might be allergic to, and then waits to see which patch of skin got infected or I made a reaction against the specific thing that I am doubting to have, this specific allergy that I'm doubting to have. So eventually he could or she could eventually diagnose your disease. It could eventually tell you what kind of allergy do you have. So it's actually very, very easy to go in and check your allergy, especially if you have it a few times a week, if you have it a few times a day, when you seriously don't know what's the reason. If you don't know the reason, that's very dangerous. You have to go and check yourself. You have to go and see a doctor. It will not take 1 hour of your day. It will not take anything from you, but it will prevent it from the future. So the last two things that I'm going to say. Number one, what is the treatment? For the allergy, treatments are usually for seasonal and food allergy. If you have it in the very simple symptoms, over-the-counter antihistamines and over-the-counter corticosteroids, if the doctor prescribed them earlier and told you, and the doctor approved that you can take them. There are other drugs, you don't need to know the names, but still they're over-the-counter, you can have them easily, and you check with your doctor once in a while. What if you have an anaphylactic shock? You actually have to take the EpiPen, which is a small pen. They prick it right to the leg, and they prevent you from having immediate symptoms. And it actually has the immediate treatment of epinephrine, which is very, very, very important to have if you have an allergy to anything. You have it with you at all times, at all costs. And you actually have to renew it with the doctor every now and then. It's very, very important to have. The last thing I'm going to say, how to prevent it, how to prevent me not have an allergy at all. The only thing you can do to prevent is avoidance. If you're allergic to strawberries, I'm sorry, but don't eat them. You can live without them. If you're allergic to a certain type of cats, or pollens, or grass. Some people are allergic to grass. Some people are allergic to anything. Allergies could be from anything. All right, it could be dust particles, could be drugs like penicillin, which is very common, could be food like milk, nuts, eggs, and all of that. Could be anything, honestly. All right, could be like lotions and makeup products and all of that. If you're allergic to all of it, avoid it completely. And if you necessarily have it and use it, you need to take your drugs with you, you need to consult a doctor, and you need to have your EpiPen with you at all times. All right, so avoid whatever could cause you the allergy. Is there any way that I can prevent, if I have allergies, I want to prevent my kids from having it? Unfortunately, there is no way to prevent it at all. Genetic things happen no matter what, but still, if your kid have it, you need to take them to a hospital immediately and to a doctor to make sure that they know the reason for the allergy. That's it for today. I hope you take care and you stay safe and you be very responsible when you have an allergy. I hope all of you guys don't even have it. I hope you handle it very well. Stay safe, stay healthy, and thank you very much. I will see you guys next Tuesday. Have a good day.